Hi, so today I'm going to be playing with some new makeup releases. Not all of the products are new, some are just new to me, but yeah, I thought it would be really fun to play with some makeup. It's a very rainy day and I don't have anywhere to be and I'm kind of stressed, so I really wanted to just sit down and play with makeup and not think about anything else, just makeup. So that's what I'm gonna do, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. It means so much to me, and now let's get into it. And yes, I did pick at my face right before this video. Yeah, I don't know. I just did. So just ignore that. I'm hoping by the time I'm done with my eyes, this is gonna kind of calm down. I really don't know what's going on with my skin. It's just been really irritated and sensitive, and I don't know. But yeah, that's what is happening here. So I just prepped my eyelids with the Rare Beauty eye primer, and now for eyes, I really don't want to do anything crazy. I just want a very simple look. I thought I could use the Gemini, the Melt Cosmetics Gemini 2 palette. I haven't tried this one out yet. I tried the first one, the green one, but I have not tried this one out yet, and I thought that maybe I could do that today, but I was just gonna stick to this part of the eyeshadow palette because, like I said, I really don't want to go too dark, and I kind of want to do an all matte look, so I think that might be fun. And I think it's gonna go really nice with the rest of the tones that I have for my lips and my cheeks. Let's try and do something very simple. I feel like I feel like my thoughts are all over the place, so just ignore that. I cannot make a proper sentence today, so I'm really hoping this video is gonna turn out fine, because I don't know what's going on, but I cannot form a sentence for the life of me. So just bear with me, please. So I'm going to start with this shade. This one is called Bella. And I'm just going to put this as my first transition. And I'm using a ColourPop E23 brush. And I'm not going to bring this out as much as I usually do. I kind of want a very simple look today, and I'm just not going to do that. Okay, that is a really nice transition shade. And now I'm gonna go into this second lightest shade. This one is called Ladylike, and I'm gonna use the same ColourPop E23 brush. And I'm just gonna go on top of that first shade. Oh, this one is a lot darker. And I'm also gonna put this one in the outer corner as well. And now I'm gonna take this ColourPop E18 brush, and I think I'm gonna actually skip this shade and I'm gonna go straight into this one. This one is called I don't know what this one is called. I really don't know how to pronounce this, but I'm just gonna use this shade right here, and I'm gonna build this in my outer corner. I feel like these shades translate a bit darker than they look in the pan. I feel like this is kind of starting to look really smoky, but that's okay. I feel like these shades also perform a bit better than with the first Gemini palette. That one was kind of hard to use for me, but this one seems to be a bit easier. I'm just gonna try and form like a slight V shape, like right here, because I don't want it to be too winged out like I usually do. And now I'm just gonna go back to this ColourPop E23 brush, and I'm just gonna blend this a bit more. Now I'm gonna take this ColourPop E4 brush, so just a flat brush, and I'm gonna go into the lightest shade that I used, Bella, and I'm gonna try and put this all over my lid to see how it's gonna look. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a bit too dark, but let's try it out. Yeah, I think that might work nicely. And I'm gonna go back to this ColourPop E18 brush, and I'm gonna blend these two shades together. Actually, I think that looks really nice. Very simple, but really pretty. I keep getting messages like I'm just all over the place today. I have to be online because I have a cold that I have to take. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to scrap this video because I'm all over the place and it's also raining and storming outside. There's a lot of noises. I keep getting messages. But I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, I think that looks really nice. It's a bit more warm than maybe I would like, but that's okay. Per usual, I'm just gonna take a Q-tip and some micellar water and I'm gonna sharpen this look a bit more. Okay, I just quickly prepped my skin with the Embryolisse moisturizer off camera. Now for primer, I have this Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. I had this sitting in my collection for quite a while and I have not tried it out yet and I'm quite excited. But I do have to say, like, this seems like such a small tube and such a small amount of product and it was really expensive, so it better be good. I keep seeing it on TikTok and it looks so nice, so I'm really hoping I'm gonna like that. I'm gonna start with one pump. So here's one pump. Let's try it out. It does have a light smell, but nothing too intense. I really don't like fragranced makeup because my skin is so sensitive, but this one's kind of bearable, I guess. Oh, that actually looks so pretty. I prefer this over the Say Glowy Super Gel. It just kind of feels a bit, I don't know, more hydrating. And also I feel like it added a bit more glow than the Say Glowy Super Gel. I don't have any foundation, so I'm just going to use my Borjouis Healthy Mix Foundation in the shade 51 Light Vanilla. Okay, that is quite scary. And I'm just going to use my NYX foundation brush to blend this out. I'm just going to build the coverage just a bit more. Like, my skin just does not feel, I don't know, it feels really sensitive and it's been quite annoying me. And now I'm going to use the Natasha Denona color corrector in the shade C1. I have been just so obsessed with this color corrector. It is so good and it feels so hydrating on my under eyes. I am just in love with this. I have been using it almost every day since I got it. It is so good. And I'm going to use my Rose Ink concealer brush to blend it out. I feel like that just does such an incredible thing for my very dark circles. It looks so good. And it is not drying at all. It just feels really good as well. And for concealer, I'm of course going to use the Natasha Denona concealer. Mine is in the shade Y2. I do really like this as well, but I haven't used it as much as the color corrector. I have I have just been so much more impressed by the color corrector. I mean, this is a good concealer as well, and I do love that it's hydrating on my very dry skin. I feel like I have other concealers that I really like, but I don't have that many color correctors, so I guess that's why I'm a bit more obsessed with the color corrector. And the concealer is just a touch too dark, so that's another reason why I've just been reaching for the color corrector a bit more. But it is a really nice concealer. And I'm just gonna use the same, you know what, no, I'm gonna use my dry beauty sponge. I forgot to wet it. And I just can't be bothered now, so I'm just gonna use my dry beauty sponge. I mean, I do think that this looks so nice, and whenever I use these two products together, I feel like my skin looks so good and so flawless. Okay, I'm gonna go and quickly do my brows off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, brows are done. I have been liking a bit more of a softer brow. I feel like harsh brows, I don't know, kind of look odd on me, and I have realized that since I started filming, that I don't like darker brows on me. I barely do anything, and I think it looks a bit better on my face, but I'm not like 100% sure. I'm just kind of trying it out to see how I feel. I'm just blending out the creases on my under eyes now, and I'm first gonna powder my face because everything else that I have is powder products. And for powder, I'm gonna be using the Kosas Cloud Set in the shade Breezy. The reason why I'm using this because I am still unsure how I feel about this. I kind of feel bad because I feel like absolutely everyone loves this powder, and I feel like it does nothing. And I have very dry skin, and I don't like a lot of powder, but I feel like this does absolutely nothing. I don't know if I'm crazy. Let's test it out on camera, and maybe then I'll see a difference. I'm just using the Real Techniques setting brush. Let's see. I mean, again, I don't like a lot of powder, but at the same time, like, if it's not gonna do anything, then what is even the point? I mean, it kind of did something, but honestly, I could just go without powder. And I'm really like packing it on. I'm being quite heavy-handed, and I feel like the difference between these two sides is minimal. I do see a difference, but a very, very small difference. And I don't feel like it blurs my face that much either. I don't know, I feel so bad saying that about this product. I really do, and I feel like I'm crazy. But I just feel like it does not do much at all. And if I'm gonna powder my face, then I do want a powder that's actually gonna powder my face, I guess. And this one just, I don't know. I just feel like this does absolutely nothing. Like, my skin looks almost identical as before, and I feel really, really bad for saying that. I'm definitely gonna keep testing it and keep using it, but I expected to fall in love with that powder, and so far I am not in love at all. And now for bronzer, I'm gonna use the new Pat McGrath bronzer. Mine is in the shade Naked Desire. I have not used this yet on my channel. I used it on a TikTok. I got the lightest shade, so Naked Desire. The reason why I got the lightest shade is because the second lightest was sold out. I actually did not want this shade, but I do think it works out fine. So here's it swatched. It is very light though, but I do think it still works fine. I would prefer a bit of a darker shade, but that's okay. I only used this once or twice, I think, so I'm still testing it out, but so far I have really liked how it looked on my skin. It gave me a really nice glow, just like the blushes, and I have really liked it every single time I used it. So let's just try it out today. Again, I'm gonna use the ColourPop F29 brush. And I definitely need a more subtle bronzer because I feel like I always buy bronzers that are way too dark for me, so this is not like, it's not a bad thing. but it's a bit lighter. I feel like that is just so beautiful. It adds such a nice sheen to the skin, and it just looks so good. Yeah, I do really like this shade. I don't have a shade like this. I feel like all the shades that I have are really warm and really dark, and this one is just so beautiful. It gives me such a nice subtle bronze effect, but it is so pretty. I really like this bronzer so far, and I'm really excited that I finally have it. And for blush, again, I'm going to use one of the Pat McGrath blushes, or should I just use the Huda Beauty lip blush on my cheeks as well? I feel like I used these blushes in 2 of my last videos, so I'm just not going to use them today. I'm going to try the Huda Beauty lip stains again on my cheeks, but this time I have powdered a bit, so we'll see how that's gonna go. But first, I do have a new highlighter. I have this Milk makeup highlighter that I have not tried yet. Mine is in the shade Lit, so I have not even swatched it yet. And of course, I'm probably gonna break this with this cap, but let's give it a go. Oh, it did not break this time. That's amazing. I love highlighters, so I'm quite excited about that. Oh, I love that. Okay, I think... Oh, I just love this shade. This is my favorite shade of highlighter, like very close to my skin tone, and gold. That is so pretty. Okay, I think I'm gonna try it out with my fingers first. Okay, that is already so beautiful. Why have I not tried this out earlier? This is literally the perfect shade of highlighter for me. And I think that is so hard to find. Okay, that is so pretty. Let's add a bit more. I really feel like I'm all over the place today. I'm also going to take this small ColourPop L1 brush, and I'm going to put this highlighter on my bare bone and in my inner corners as well. I prefer this on my cheekbone because I feel like it's a bit of a darker gold shade, so it's not really brightening on in my inner corners, but on my cheeks it just melts into my skin tone. I mean, this still looks fine, but it just didn't do much. I love this so far. The shade is absolutely perfection for what I'm looking in a highlighter, so that is really nice. And now let's use these again. I'm probably gonna use the shade Berry Kiss because I feel like this one is a bit too pinky for this whole situation. So I'm just gonna go with Berry Kiss. I'm gonna start quite slow. Here I am using these on my cheeks after I said that I probably would never use these on my cheeks. But here we are. Just gonna add a bit more. And now there's a plane taking off. This video is gonna be so chaotic. I do like these on my cheeks, they're not the easiest thing to use. And they give a very subtle blush, and I like a lot of blush. Let's use some on my nose as well. And see, my under eyes are already creasing. And I know that you can use a different powder for your under eyes, but I just rather not. Like, I want to have something that's quick to use. And I feel like that Kosas powder really does absolutely nothing for my under eyes. But let's just keep moving. Now I'm going to quickly curl my lashes with my Essence eyelash curler. And for mascara, this is not a new release, but it is a new mascara to me, and I really do not like it at all. It is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara, the purple one, so the Sculpted Volume one, and I really don't like it. And I'm really disappointed. I feel very strongly about this mascara, and I'm really annoyed. But I'm just gonna use it today because this is the only mascara I have currently, so let's just use it. I mean, this I know does not look too bad, but I don't feel like it does much for my lashes. It doesn't give them much length, but also doesn't give them volume. I don't know, it just kind of adds a tint to them, I would say. And that's literally all that it does. Let's quickly finish the lower lash line. I'm literally gonna take the same flat brush I used in the lightest shade, so this one right here. I'm just gonna put this on my lower lash line because I really don't want to have much color there. And now for my lips, I actually wanted to use one of these Melt Cosmetics lip liners. I haven't tried these out yet. Let's see if one of these shades is gonna work with this lip stain, because I'm not so sure. So the first shade that I have is Bear. Okay, these feel very hard. So this is Bear. Then I have Cashmere. They feel really dry when I swatch them. So that is Cashmere. And then I also have Cinnamon. I think Cinnamon might work. Yeah, I think Cinnamon might work. They feel extremely dry. Let's just try out Cinnamon, and then I can use the Huda lip stain on top of that. I like a drier lip liner, so that's good, but these feel a bit too dry. Oh, they go on actually quite nicely. That's nice. Probably should have gone with the lip stain first and then lined up with this, but it's okay. Okay, this shade looks so warm on my lips. It looks borderline orange on my lips, which is really odd. Okay, I'm not sure if I like that shade. I'm just gonna blend it out with my finger because it's not really gonna go with the lip stain, is it? And now I'm just gonna use the lip blush in the shade Berry Kiss. I'm actually just gonna pat it because I don't want to like full pigment. I just want a hint of this shade. Yeah, that absolutely does not go with this lip liner at all. I'm just gonna go over that lip line with this lip stain. I think that looks cute. I'm just gonna go back to this Kosas powder and set a bit more because I look very shiny. Okay, so here's the makeup look. Okay, I feel like this video was literally all over the place. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna post this. But if I do, here's the finished look. I do think it turned out quite cute. But yeah, that will be all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and bye. So I just prepped my skin with the Rare Skin. Just gonna kinda, I don't know. But again, it's the same thing, but I feel like the same thing with, and now it's a very neutral, it's a very